I am Maddie. I'm an enrollment advisor, one of two enrollment advisors actually in Nova Scotia at Acadia, but we have advisors all across the country. So, no matter where you're joining us from, there's an advisor that can help you out. I am going to share a video with you tonight rather than me sort of doing a regular presentation. So I hope the feed is smooth for everyone. And if you have questions about Acadia, or if you have more questions, if the feed a little choppy, please come and see me in my breakout room later.
I heard about a job down at a shipyard shoveling fish. Well, they called my name, so I gave him a ring. I haven't heard back since. You're stuck in dreams of South Dakota, or maybe East LA. But I'm going back home to see my mom, and maybe I'll get paid. Back in Nova Scotia, where my heart grows twice the size. Well, we'll sit around in the old live pub and grab a drink to pass the time. Cause late at night I hear the call of a small town by the sea, where that cider's always flowing, cause those apples grow like weeds. I'm going back to Wolfville, I'm going back out east. I'm going back to crystal skies and a tide that cuts the beach. I'm going back to Wolfville, I won't stop till I reach the sea. I'm going back to see my love, now I know she's coming back to me. Driving to the ocean, past the vineyards, past the vines. I'm coming up on Main Street, past that slow four-way stop sign. And if you need your car fixed, well, my buddy, he knows a guy. Get ready for a phone call if he ever needs a ride. I'm going back to Wolfville, going back out east. I'm going back to crystal skies and a tide that cuts the beach. I'm going back to Wolfville, I won't stop till I reach the sea. I'm going back to see my love, now I know she's coming back to me. Gastro skies have that rusty old train line running through my mind, running through my mind. I'm going back to crystal skies and a tide that cuts the beach. I'm going back in summer through the orchards and the trees. Will take me down the 101 land of sweet Evangeline. Going back to Wolfville, I'm going back out east. Going back to crystal skies and a tide that cuts the beach. I'm going back to Wolfville, I won't stop till I reach the sea. I'm going back to see my love, and now I know she's coming back to me.
Great, thanks everyone.
All right, I guess I'm going to take over from Maddie at Acadia. So I'm going to follow suit with her video. My name is Megan Collins. I am a student recruitment coordinator for NSCC, which stands for the Nova Scotia Community College. So I will be sharing my screen as well. Cross my fingers. Do not go. Okay, great. So hopefully you can just see me now. Again, cross my fingers on that. Technology is not my strong suit. So NSCC stands for the Nova Scotia Community College. We are the publicly funded college here in the province of Nova Scotia. We have over 130 different programs for students to choose from, most of which are direct entry, so coming directly out of high school. Our programs are different from our university partners that you will be hearing from this evening. So with our program, students are earning either a certificate or a diploma, an advanced diploma, or a graduate certificate. All of these programs are ranging between 1 to 3 years in length. Our programs also are quite focused on hands-on training and practical learning. So 99% of our programs have a work term integrated within them. With 14 campuses across our province, you're never more than about an hour and a half away from an NSCC location. And regardless of where you are in the world, we also have our e-campus as well, where anyone can join us regardless of where you're physically situated. This year, last year alone, we gave out over $2.5 million in funding, so in the form of awards, scholarships, and bursaries. So if you do come into our breakout session, you can learn a lot more about our different funding opportunities and how to get involved on campus. I'm going to wrap it up there and pass things on to St. Mary's.
Thank you so much, Megan. Hello, everyone. I'm Qazi Rahman from St. Mary's University. I'm working as the student recruitment officer for Nova Scotia North. But yeah, we have recruiters available in all region and wherever you're joining in from internationally also. So I'll go through a quick presentation here and then talk a little bit about St. Mary's. And for more information regarding our programs, deadlines, requirements, and scholarship opportunities, you can join me at the breakout session later on and we'll discuss in more details there. All right, so I hope everyone can see my screen here. All right, so welcome to St. Mary's University. St. Mary's University is located in Halifax, Nova Scotia. We are a small mid-sized university, primarily for undergrad students, but we have graduate and PhD programs here as well. So why St. Mary's University? St. Mary's, as a university, we offer co-op opportunities on all our programs. 1/3 of our student population is international, so we have students coming in from around 115 countries. Our university has around 7,000 students. So we do realize that the workplace in Canada and globally is getting very dynamic. So we want to make sure that you have opportunities to learn more about different cultures and share your culture as well. We're located in one city block. We're located in the south end of Halifax. So we just have the Point Pleasant Park, which is a 5-minute walk from St. Mary's campus. And we are 10 minutes walk away from the buzzing downtown Halifax. So St. Mary's is located in one city block. So all our buildings are interconnected. So which is during winter, for a lot of you who doesn't like winter, you don't have to step outside. You know, there are pedways and walkways that connects all our buildings. We do realize that when you're transitioning from high school to university, it can be challenging in your first couple of years. So our class sizes are very, average class sizes are around 40 students in the introductory courses. We do have some large auditorium style classes, but we want to make sure that mostly our classes are small, where you can connect with your professors and peers to make sure that you're academically successful and it's a smooth transition. We also invest a lot in our research opportunities. We're the second largest in Nova Scotia. We do understand that there's an in-class learning component, but also we invest heavily on experiential learning, research-based learning as well. So for experiential learning, there are lots of job opportunities on campus. We provide around 1,000 job opportunities, co-op. We have many clubs and societies, academic and non-academic as well, where you get to implement your in-class learning and execute that to solve real world problems. Let's talk about our Sobey School of Business. It is one of the top business schools in Canada. We are AACSB accredited, which is a gold standard for a lot of the business schools. It is only 5% of the universities or institutions in the world that are AACSB accredited. We have some cool programs like for all our their learning opportunities. So to know more about Sobey School of Business, join me in the breakout session. Let's talk about the Faculty of Arts. We have one of the largest Faculty of Arts in Atlantic Canada there. So we have lots of programs that are available. So I'll be discussing more about that on the breakout sessions as well. Then we also have the Faculty of Science, under which we have the School of Environmental Science and also the School of Engineering, where it's a diploma for 2 years. It's a lot of research-based hands-on learning experience. And as I said, the class sizes are smaller. You can get to connect with your professors one-on-one and make sure that you're successful throughout your university experience here. At St. Mary's, we do invest a lot in student life and programming. We do understand that it can be difficult in your first couple of years. So there are lots of academic, non-academic programming that are going through. This year, due to COVID, it's looking a little bit different, but we want to make sure that you have the same learning environment in the virtual setting as well. So that's about St. Mary's University. You can connect with me. My email address is kazi.rahman@smu.ca, and you can connect us through social media as well. With that, I'll pass it on to the next presenter.
All right, so maybe now you can see and hear me. I'm Lucas. I'm here from St. FX University. I'm just going to get right into it and start sharing my screen. I've got a presentation very similar to the last one you saw, or similar style at least to the last one you saw. But yeah, so St. FX is again a primarily undergraduate university located in that's too far in Antigonish, Nova Scotia. We have about 5,000 students at the university, and then about 5,000 people living in the town. But I like to say that the equal representation there makes it seem like there's a lot more people around, because there's 5,000 people university aged that you could kind of hang out with, and so it feels more like there's more than there is. You can see our whole campus in this picture here, as well as most of the town. The best thing I think about our campus is that it's all self-contained. There's no campus in town or town in campus, so you're not crossing any major streets to get to your next class, or trying to run across the entire length of campus when you really don't have time to do that kind of thing. It's all organized in a way where the residences are on the outside and the academic buildings are on the inside, so it's never far to go to where you need to be. Also, if this picture continued, right, we're about 5 minutes from the ocean, so you can do all your water sports or just walk along some of the trails we have, and that's all really close and accessible. To get into the university itself, these are kind of the three things I'm going to get into, and if you want to talk more about really anything, see me in my breakout session after this. I don't have a ton of time to get into details here, but basically we have an unparalleled academic experience, some unique learning opportunities well beyond the classroom, as well as the St. FX spirit, which is about as good as it sounds. Academics, we are a primarily undergraduate focused university. which means we have very few, if any, graduate options available in a program. But what that means is that there's all kinds of research opportunities available to our students. Our main faculties are arts, business, and science. We do have some combination degrees of the arts and science in health and climate and environment as well. We also have a faculty of education, which is like a kind of a post-undergraduate degree to go on and become a teacher. 96% of our professors have their PhDs and they're full-time employed by SaintFX. They all have ongoing research opportunities as they would at any other university, but we don't have those graduate students to take up those research assistant spots. So you can get involved with the professor's research as early as the summer after your second year and get a paid summer position or throughout the year as well. And our average class size is 30 students across the board. So you're never going to be in a giant auditorium classroom unless you elect to take a course delivered in that way. We do have a couple that are like that just because they're really, really popular. And below you can see some of our standout courses as well. If you want to talk about anything specific, see me in my breakout session. Beyond the classroom, we have all kinds of different ways to apply your knowledge. The first and most direct one, I guess, is cooperative education. We have co-op education available in a number of different programs. And it's basically paid professional workplace experience. You can go into the real world and basically get a job for a year in the field that you're studying to go into as a career later. So you can double check you like it. You can get paid like an adult for a year, and you can get hands-on experience that looks really good on your resume once you graduate. We have international exchange available at over 42 different partner institutions across the world. Depending on your program, you can go to some of them, you can go to all of them. It really all depends. And then we have service learning. SaintFX pioneered this several years back, and we're still a leader. We have it within courses as well as immersion-based. So the course-based stuff is like you go into the community and you do some kind of activity and apply the knowledge you learned in a class outside of the classroom, as opposed to just writing a big long paper about your textbook. And then immersion-based, you go into usually a different country or at least a different part of Canada than Nova Scotia. And you live there for at least a week or two, depending on the program as well. And see what you're learning applied there in any kind of different, there's all kinds of different opportunities to do that way. So it's hard to kind of be general about it. And then going further, the SaintFX spirit, the biggest thing is a culture of caring. We don't have TAs at SaintFX. And so what it means is your professor is always the one teaching you, lecturing, marking your assignments, designing the courses and everything. They also have office hours slated every week to be available to students. And so they're always there if you have any questions. It's never going to be somebody who kind of knows the answer. Dynamic campus life, you name it, we probably have it. And if we don't, it's really easy to start. Students start new societies every year, and there's hundreds of that have been existing since the early 1900s, if you go all the way back. We've also got Canada's strongest alumni network. You may have heard of the famous X-Ring. It continues after you graduate. You don't just leave here. It's more than just your school. You learn all kinds of different things, and it follows you the rest of your life. So it's more than just, coming here, going to class, going home, graduating at the end. It carries with you, and there's all kinds of different ways to stay connected and connect with other people who went to SaintFX once beyond graduation. If you're sold on that already, this is how you can apply. It's all online. We look at your 5 grade 12 marks, and what specific courses depend on the program of choice. The nursing deadline is February 28th. So if you're looking into nursing, apply before then. And for everybody else, you can apply into June, although I recommend doing it sooner rather than later. So if you have any questions, join me in my breakout session, or you can email me here or follow me on Twitter. But with that, I will hand it off to the next person.
Hello, everyone. Everyone can see me, hear me? So hi, I'm Jean from Université Sainte-Anne. It's great to be here tonight. So let's get started. So in today's job market, you want to give yourself as much of an advantage as possible. You want to keep a wide variety of options open. In an increasingly interconnected world, being bilingual opens doors, leads to more jobs, travel, education opportunities. So at Université Sainte-Anne, it's possible to complete a program and learn French at the same time. So with our integrated French immersion option, French as a second language courses can be credited for your diploma, allowing you to complete without delay. So this option is available for most of our programs. So our integrated option is designed for students who already have a certain level of French proficiency. So students that would have like a B1 DELF, or students that have done intensive French training in high school. Other students may have graduated from other programs at other universities and want to pursue a BEd or something of the sort in French at our institution. So, and just to talk about our education program, we have an integrated BA BEd program, for example, which is possible to finish in 5 years. So what would happen is the Bachelor of Arts program is integrated with the Bachelor of Education. So from your second year, students would begin to do education training while taking certain courses at the BA level. And of Nova Scotia's universities offering bachelor degree programs in education, as Université Sainte-Anne is the only one to teach trainers in French as a first language and toward a diploma as a specialist in teaching French as a second language. Another example of a program you can do as well with the integrated option is our Bachelor of Business Administration. So this program allows the students acquire and develop skills necessary to perform management functions in different companies and to gain skills to be effective in all sectors of business and administration, both English and French. The program provides solid academic training, those who may want to pursue higher education in both of our official languages. So something interesting about these programs, we have something called a guarantee of employment. So the placement rate in a lot of our programs are close to 100%. So we're very confident that employers will actively recruit our graduates. And in fact, we're so certain that we offer a guarantee, a commitment that if for any reason our students in the programs that offer this guarantee do not find employment, they can come back to St. Anne's and they can keep taking courses for free until they find employment. But this has never happened so far. Our graduates get hired very quickly in today's job market, being bilingual and very sought after. On top of that, we have great bursaries to offset the cost of doing these types of programs. So I just want to, I'll talk about that later if you want to come to my breakout room. But I just want to mention also, if you speak only a little bit of French or very little French, we have a really, really great program, which is a 5-week French immersion session, which happens in the spring and the summer, but being in high school, you would participate in the summer session. So students from all across Canada, the United States, and overseas come to study and have a blast during our summer session. We have well-trained teachers and staff, counselors to ensure that the learning experience is great and very fluid. We have a campus that promotes diversity, creates an ideal environment for students to learn, develop, and better understand the world around them in a French environment. Because we're a small university, and because we have a small campus, it helps to create a sense of belonging and family. So students are more open to learning a language and kind of developing in that sort of way. So this program allows students in high school to spend 5 weeks in a university setting so that they can test out and see if pursuing post-secondary education in French is for them. If students choose to attend another post-secondary education institution, they always have the option of coming to St. Anne's during the summer and upgrading their French. And so, by the way, students need to be 15 years old to enroll in this program, just as a side note. Activities in our session range from theme nights, excursions, whale watching, expeditions, canoeing, golf, you name it, we have it all in French, of course. And so students attend courses during the day, which give you actually 6 university credits that you can transfer to the university of your choice or with us if you'd like. There's also workshops in the afternoon, which allow students to pursue interests in French. Activities are planned during the day, weekend, nights, all that stuff. So there's no time for boredom. On top of that, funding is available for Canadian and permanent residents via the Explore bursary. So this program is virtually free. So this is an opportunity that you can't really afford to miss if you want to learn French and pursue that in your life. So thank you for listening. I see it's exactly 7. So I'm just going to put my information in the chat. And if anyone wants to come to my breakout room or just send me an email, I appreciate that very much. Awesome. Thank you.
All right. Well, thank